Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about someone who was not planning on falling in love. Now, with the Two of Wands being in the reverse, we have a sense of I wasn't ready for this or I wasn't expecting that. It could be, we were friends for a long time and I didn't think that when circumstances changed, so would my feelings. Or it could be, I was just trying to work on my business or trying to work on my novel, and then I met someone. So I do think that there are maybe some logistic things that could get in the way or some concerns as far as like, what do we want long term? But we definitely have someone who feels like they've fallen in love. And now I can't remember what I did with my ring, you guys. What? Oh no. Did I put it on my desk? Anyways, let's call it spirit with a little bit of wood chime time. All right. So if you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. You can find it in the description box along with more information on how to become a member. Hello, Mira. How we doing? Hello, Key Controller. Good morning, Grindhard. Hello, Dana. It's early and y'all up on Saturday. I'm impressed. I'm like a little, I think maybe I left my ring over there. Will you guys give me 2 seconds? I found it. All right. It's just, it feels weird without my ring, you know? All right, let's get a few from, I'm gonna go with the Weird Cat Tarot. All right, tell me more about this unexpected love. And I titled it the way that I did because I've been hearing Wicked Games, the song. Or is it Wicked Game? I think it's just the singular version, right? But this is someone who feels like maybe there's a little bit of risk. Maybe there's someone who would be frustrated or irritated. Maybe it's too soon after a divorce. But there's this alignment, things happened, there's this flirtatious energy. But with the Tower in the reverse, I do feel like this is someone who has yet to act on these emotions. So it's more so that they're becoming aware of the fact that they want something more romantic, right? That's perfect, Pagan. How are you doing? Hello, Rainbow Warrior. What's up? Hello, Tony. Yes, that does help, Key Controller. So we have the World. The Two of Wands in the reverse again. Which, I didn't even talk about the fact that we pulled 2 cards from the Marigold Tarot, and both of them are 2s. The probability of that is relatively low. If we had my friend Dracula here, he would do the math, but I want to say it's something like, I think he looked it up once. I think it was like 0.59% or something like that. It's a little ridiculous to get 2 2s and nothing else. But we've got somebody here who's kind of in their own world with another person, able to see things perhaps in a happier or different way. Like, oh, well, if I'm with you, then this could be possible. Or, I just didn't feel like I would be able to find something like this or like you here. But the Fool indicates wanting to take things in a different direction, wondering if there's a way to make things work between these 2 people who weren't necessarily looking for love, right? I don't know, did you, Space? Hello, I'm France. How are you doing today? What else do we have? Magician in the reverse, the King of Wands, and the Page of Cups. I think we have someone who had other goals in mind. Maybe they're just visiting their family. Maybe they're just trying to get some credit for work. Maybe they had to pick up a fancy new guitar in a different city. You know, like there's something strange here about like, I really didn't expect to, you know, have Cupid find me. But now they're feeling kind of young, which is maybe a strange thing to say, but it's like, this could be someone who has had a long-term relationship and kind of forgotten how it was when they were younger and there were those sparks flying and that interest, because it's been a while for this person. Whether they were in a relationship or not, they've just, yeah, they've gotten used to things on their own and now they're daydreaming about life with another person. Hello, Ricky. I do personal questions at about 30 or 35 minutes in, with priority to those who tip or donate. You can also donate memberships. I don't, oh, Earth Eagle. Oh, that's funny. I've never even noticed that there's the eagle at the end. Hello, Zubin. How are you doing? Hello, Joe. How are you? Hello, Ralph. We have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse and the Three of Pentacles. This is not some dating app connection. This is not a blind date or, you know, a meetup thing. This is definitely like I was out here trying to get some chores done, or I was doing something begrudgingly because I had an obligation to my family, you know? And then here I am. All of a sudden there's this like desire for something serious. All right. Thank you, Grindhard. Oh, you crack me up. Why feeling rainy energy? At 9:30 p.m. was it? I got you. And oh, and this morning. 6 a.m. I got you. And has any more friends or family seen a picture of me? Awesome. Thank you for the tip. And I've added you. That's fair. Hello, Third Eye. How are you doing? That's your field name. I like it. Hello, See the Gray. How are you doing? Ooh, thank you again, Grindhard. Now and last night. Thank you. Hello, Antonio. Hello, Rick. How are you doing? Of course I can. Thank you, Pagan. What are intentions from Aries, was it? Or S? I got you. Hello, Mavis. How are you doing? Is it? I think it's actually the color shirt because it contrasts nicely, but I'm getting closer, you guys. See how this doesn't have like the scent name on it? I have new stickers or new labels and like a new shelf to hold all the candles. I'm getting close. I'm going to do a test group first with a couple, like maybe 10 to 15 people who want to buy 2 so that I can compare different soy wax and see what you think burns better. It would take me a long time to figure it out on my own. Thank you, Pagan. Hello, Millionaire Trust. How are you doing? This is the Bianco Nero. What else do we have about this unexpected love? We have the moon. There's that Two of Cups again. The Page of Pentacles in the reverse and the Two of Cups. I feel like this is during some real difficult period of life for someone, or they're just coming out of that, right? Perhaps that's why we have the Hermit. We have some really difficult lessons having been learned by someone. Someone who maybe even felt that a life that they thought they had planned out or that they were working towards was no longer an option. Especially if we're talking about somebody who was in a long-term relationship, kind of forgot what it was like to date, and then now they've got that kind of like hope or belief in love again. But they're, I think, whistling again or playing happy music or dancing again, or maybe they're getting back into some hobbies that had been a while. Yeah, so it's like this person's entire personality has changed. I feel like they were kind of shut down and kind of like hunkered down, just getting through each day, whatever they could, do what they can. But now this like angry energy that's been left over, it's evaporating. The other thing to keep in mind is I do feel like this person is very attracted. There is definitely some chemistry here of the bodily kind. And so they're thinking about what they need to do to be able to take a little bit of time off and get to know this new person. Hello, Connor. Why are you spamming? Oh, because you're a bigot. Okay, cool. Look, I'm going to give you 24 hours and a timeout. But I would strongly encourage you to do something more with the magic that you have coursing through your veins than be hateful towards people in a live chat. There's much more that you would be capable of accomplishing. Now, maybe you're actually just, I don't know, a bot? I'm going to hide that one forever. You want to keep going, Connor? Hello, gaming. Look, y'all, this is my attempt to have a location where people can come and find positive, supportive energy, and we can get through spiritual growth, even when it's disruptive or uncomfortable. Yeah, discomforting. Is that a thing too? So when I see people who are blowing up the live chat and want to come back with like a second or a third account and do it again, I'm gonna be pretty quick to like block you forever, okay? Yes. Hello, Zats, how are you doing? Today we have a reading, sorry, I'm answering a gaming question, about someone who did not expect to fall in love, someone who may have been kind of at the point where they didn't believe in it or didn't feel like it was a real thing. They may have had a long-term relationship that ended in a not very fun way. For those of you where someone had passed away, my condolences. Oh, thank you for doing that. Funny, you let me know if you would like me to answer a question for you, okay? Hello, Andrea. How are you doing? Funny. So we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. I think that this is someone who has had struggles with finances and living situation security. Maybe feeling like they had to go from place to place, or that they had to live in a neighborhood they didn't really feel comfortable in, or maybe this person had gotten laid off and had to find a new way to make money. But this is someone who, in that kind of difficult time where they're scraping things by or together to get by and trying to make sure that they can kind of put back their life, there's someone who like seems to just appreciate them for who they are and doesn't make them feel like they need to like be their best self. In other words, they felt comfortable around this person, and I feel like at first it was just friendship or, you know, mutual appreciation, and then there was some sort of flirtatious moment. All right, sounds good, fun. How's your day going? Hello, Jack. How are you? It happens, Pagan. So we have the Fool, the Two of Swords, and Judgment in the reverse. I thought I left everything behind. I thought I had kind of chosen a hermit life. I thought that people would kind of like leave me alone. You know, I decided that I wasn't going to be looking for someone to trust. And with the Two of Swords, this is also kind of like, you know, I was not willing to look at people like that. I didn't want to believe in that positive side of humans because before I was wrong, you know? I thought I was happily married, or I thought I was going to have the best life ever, and that fell apart. So this person struggles or has struggled to trust their own judgment of others. Thank you, Zubin. When will my business take off? And Twin Flame, approach me. I've added that. And in case you're new, Zubin, I think I've seen you before, but just in case, I start those personal questions at about 30 minutes, and we're at 17:30 right now. Sometimes it's 35 minutes, but I have a little bit of a schedule today, so I'm probably going to cut off the reading around like 45 minutes. Hello, Erin. How are you doing? I do not know who that is. Sorry. Hello, Tandy. How are you doing? Yes, I'm so glad you knew that's what I was referencing. I love that song. And to be honest, it's one of those songs that I feel is really popular for people to do a cover of. And I've found some really good covers of it as well. But the original is just like, I kind of grew up like listening to that, to be honest. My dad loves that song. Hello. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Fun. You're doing a whole round. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. Hello, Merritt. How are you doing? Hello, Sarah. It'll be probably like another 15 minutes or so before I start the personal questions, so feel free to enjoy the general and the live chat. We have another King of Wands in the reverse. Now we have the Hermit in the reverse. What? And the Five of Wands. So we have somebody who is very comfortable being on their own, all of a sudden feeling like maybe I do want somebody, maybe I do want to have another relationship or take another like try with love. Thank you, Pagan. What connection I'm dealing with? Like what kind of connection? I I got you. And should I confess my feelings to Mr. DL? I hope you're having a good day, Zaz. To Mr. DL. All right, so thank you for the tips, everyone. The issue here is we have, I think, got two people who kind of feel like it's difficult to trust, or it's difficult to think that things would actually go the way that you want them to. So in other words, I'm trying to find a nice way to say we might be dealing with two pessimists, or people who in general feel like most people are kind of like not worth their time. We could also have people who have survived quite a long time without the horizontal mambo and be kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. But there's this pull or this magnetism between them. Has there been talks from wifey Micah this morning? Ooh, grind hard, you make it difficult. How am I going to fit this in here? Okay, I'm starting a new page. Has there been talks, right? Okay. Thank you. I like that you call her that. I'm sorry I don't always say it when I'm reading your question, but I did just write it down that way. Hello, is it Malimak? It's always personal reading season, but that usually starts at 30 or 35 minutes if you're wondering for my live stream. What else do we have? Oh wait, hold on. I didn't tell you about these. All right, so we have the Ace of Wands in the reverse, the Empress in the reverse, the Queen of Wands in the reverse, and the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. What is this? Who are you not happy with? Because this seems to be you or your person. There's a bad friend or a horrible family member or a boss that has no heart. Ugh. One of you in this love connection, the reason that there is this like disconnect or kind of like hermit energy is I have to deal with this person who is awful. Or I had to deal with this person who is awful. Some of you could have been dealing with a very unpleasant previous relationship and gotten divorced, and that could have made you feel like you kind of lost interest in love because that person changed and let you down. There's someone who had a lot of insecurity and anger, and they took it out on you or your person, and that could explain why we have one or both of you very focused on your own interests or on projects. Maybe you're writing a book or building a house, or maybe you have a really epic garden. Maybe you're great at quilting. I would love to learn how to quilt. I feel like it can't be too difficult, but like, I don't know, man. I know it takes a long time. So we have Death and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Now that I've met you, now that I've gotten to know you, I have to admit that I might have been a little bit too harsh when I said I'm done with love. I might have to reconsider whether I would be willing to move in or get married or whatever, right? So once again, we have someone kind of redefining in their mind what is love and is it a real thing? Because from a very difficult place and a very small dating pool, apparently, there's this love that grows between these two people. But it requires that both of them be honest with themselves about the fact that they could actually trust someone again, or they could be in love with this person, right? Some people would rather hide But we have the we have the Six of Swords and the Two of Swords in the reverse, which is a pretty good combination because it's decisive and progress, right? With the Six of Swords, you're moving into calmer waters or taking action on something. So I feel like even though there is this risk or this fear, because I've had failure in love or because, you know, I lost someone that was important to me and it broke my heart. Hello, Pharaoh. How are you doing? You know, maybe I didn't really want to be honest with myself that I was actually in love or that I could be falling in love because I'm nervous this person's going to hurt me. I'm nervous that I'm going to end up brokenhearted like I did the last time. So there's this question mark of, I'm feeling these feelings. I wanted to flirt or I'm very attracted to this person. I could see myself being with them, but what if I can't trust it? What if I have a horrible love radar? What if this person's horrible? They don't trust themselves because it's like, I don't know, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me, right? Like, was it my fault? Is it because I believed? Yeah. Oh, I hope you do too, Funny. I guess it's basically the holiday, right? I don't know. I'm sure there's still some people who are going to work the next couple of days. Well, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We've got dreams and create. I love this so much. See, I kept picking up on creative energy. We have the create card, which literally is talking about like art, poetry, maybe dance. We have music, color, expression. This is somebody who knows the power of being able to take their emotions and apply it some artistic way to the world. And maybe they felt like it was easier to live in that world, the world they created. You know, I've enjoyed writing, and part of what I enjoy is you create this world, right? So we might have had somebody that was kind of removed from reality because they had created their own. Kind of like Jack Nicholson's character in As Good as It Gets. Okay, I'll probably get some hate from this, but the funniest line in that movie, well, it's, you know, a back and forth, is a woman asks Jack Nicholson, who's an author who writes romance novels, right? How do you write women so well? And Jack Nicholson's character, I can't remember what it is in the actual movie, the curmudgeon that he is, says, well, I think of a man and I remove logic and accountability. Dang. Just like huge fan of his turns into like a, what? Did you just insult my entire gender? But his character in that movie was like not super likable, very self-interested, and he was in his own world and he could write about love, but he didn't know how to deal with it. Yes, As Good as It Gets. Do you know what I think, Alex? Ooh. Are you a mind reader? Oh, you want some Lenormand? I can definitely do that after this. Sometimes I forget when people make a request, but I will try to remember. All right, so we have Breakthrough and Alive. I'm so excited. Whoever this is for, you might have been in that, you know, kind of like the Jack Nicholson character. I'm not saying that you're a curmudgeon or that people hate you or that you take plastic ware to a restaurant, but I feel like there was this, what is that term? Metamorphosis, I guess, would be the right thing. There was this time for you where you needed to be away from people or you weren't willing to get super close to people. And now you found someone and it seems to you like maybe you could actually trust them. Maybe you could actually be in a happy relationship, right? Hello, Mustafa. How are you doing? Hello, Alice. So this is saying indulge, enjoy yourself. This is somebody who I think is very similar to you and that they are hopeful and wanting things to go well after they've had maybe some loneliness or some difficulty in the love department. Thank you for liking and subscribing, by the way. Did I say hello to Alice? Hello, Alice. All right, so this is the romantic Lenormand. Let's see what else we have. We have the stars. I feel like this is fated. You were supposed to meet this person. Maybe specifically to remind both of you that there is real love out there, or that there is a whole world out there, and some of the people in it are trustworthy and kind and loving. So with this owl, it feels like there's communication or conversation that helps someone to feel like they have finally been able to connect with someone who is in, you know, capable of being in that inner circle and being trusted. Hola, Rosy, hablo español. Yo vivía en México por, bueno, como estudiante, no mucho tiempo. All right, so what else do we have? We have the garden and the sun. I'm telling you, this is such a happy thing. This is like, we found love in, what was it, hopeless place? You know, neither of us really were looking for it, or neither of us thought that we would find someone like that, but here we are. And should I take a chance? I feel like you're going to start seeing signs that confirm that this is somebody who wants to do right by you and somebody who is trustworthy. I love that. All right, we're going to switch to the personal questions. We've got Grindhard up first, then Pagan, then Zubin, and then Sats. I hope I'm saying your name right. I know we've already worked on this. Grindhard, I'm going to include your like later on question in the first part so that you don't have to watch twice, okay? Hey, thank you, Moths and Moons. How much time do I spend on the whole thing? Okay, actually today I like breezed through it, to be honest. I think it took me like maybe 20 minutes. But it's probably normally more like 30. I didn't curl my hair. So that helped. Anyways, thank you for the compliment. That's very sweet of you. For Grindhard, we have, why was he feeling Randy energy at 9:30 p.m. last night? Eight of Swords, Page of Wands in the reverse, King of Swords in the reverse. I don't think this is from the person that you think it is. So at least last night's energy, this is someone who's thinking about you, but it's not who you think it is. With the King of Swords in reverse, I feel like this is somebody that has not been honest with you about their interest. What can I do about my... I'm not sure if that's a serious question, but I think there's this thing called soap. Pagan, you let me know if you want me to actually answer that question. So in other words, Grindhard, there's someone else here who I think is thinking about you in horizontal mambo ways. I don't think this is an ex of yours. And what about at 6 a.m.? Why did he feel that energy at 6 a.m.? Someone had a case of the overnight hornies, maybe? Yeah, I feel like this is probably more so her energy, but it is, how do I say this? I feel like there's this question again, do you like what I like? Do you, enjoy the same things? I'm going to leave it at that. But there was some pondering as to what you like. Have any more friends or family seen a picture of Grindhard? How's it going, Aqua Beauty? I hope you're enjoying your weekend. How am I on my spiritual journey? Excuse me. this. I got you. And thank you for the tip. All right, so the next one was, have any more friends or family seen a picture of Grindhard? No, I do feel like that number is holding at the current number. But I'm just going to ask, is one of these people the one who was thinking about Grindhard last night? Okay, so basically I feel like there's a friend of hers that is interested in you, and she was thinking about you last night at 9:30 p.m. Just saying, just saying. Why did Grindhard feel her love energy now and last night? Because it feels to me like she was making clear to someone else that she is not interested in anyone else. So whether that is telling a friend, no, I really don't want to talk to any exes, or I'm really just wanting to focus on Grindhard, or if this was literally shutting someone down who was trying to like hit on her, I feel like she's drawn a boundary. So it was loving in the sense that it was like, this is what we're doing, right? Oh, good luck with that, Pagan. That sounds like a little bit of a problem, you know? All right, so what are, oops. Have there been talks from wifey Micah about Grindhard this morning? No, I suppose it is a little bit early, but I feel like there will be this afternoon, and we have the Ace of Cups. So later today, yes. All right. We're rooting for you, Grindhard, and let's see what we've got for Pagan. Don't be mad at me, Third Eye, but I am a Star Trek fan, and it's not necessarily that I don't think you can be a fan of both of them, but oh, I'm gonna piss off so many people when I say this. I found myself frustrated with like shooting at things, and yet miraculously the people who you're rooting for never actually get, like, I just didn't feel like the story was super believable. What I did see of Star Wars, I haven't seen all of it, let's be real clear. One of the things I really like about Star Trek is continuity, or even though there's like so much of it that you can watch, it's like people did their research to make sure that it works the way that it should. And I feel like there was a little bit of a lack of cohesion in some of those stories. Go ahead, hate me in the comments. I know there's some of you out there that's like, Carmen, you suck. How can you not like Star Wars? It's okay. Can we still be friends? All right, so we've got, what are the intentions for Pagan? What are the intentions from Aries S for Pagan? Eight of Cups in the reverse. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Five of Swords in the reverse. Five of Pentacles. I feel like this is saying we have somebody who doesn't want to walk away. Someone who's wondering if there is the capacity for something long-term, but isn't really sure, like, should I be the first one to like make that a conversation? This is someone who's trying to make things better in their life after having a sense of lack, or maybe currently having a sense of lack. But I feel like this is a peaceful and good intention individual. They've just been, you know, dealing with some hard times or difficult experiences. But I do feel like there are some loving feelings here that they are a little bit nervous about. So I see good stuff here. Just maybe a little bit of sadness or like expectation of things to not go well. So you might want to listen to the song Hurricane by MSMR or Ms. Mister. I don't remember if they say it that way or not. But I feel like those lyrics kind of explain the mindset of this person within the last couple of years. And then the other one would be soap. And thank you for the tips. Hello, how's it going, Tuxedo? Hello, Holy Ghost. Hello, Casey. It's Australian Casey, not Casey's Pizza. Casey, so if you have the little super chat option, that's how most people get their question answered. But you could also donate memberships, and I answer questions in that situation. Hello, Stevio, or how did I not know? Sorry, you're probably going for Steve-O, right? Oh, you're quoting Bob Dylan. I like it. You know where he's from, right? Do you? The song was called Hurricane, and the artist is MSMR or Ms. Mister. It's, I think, all one, like all 4 letters together. It's an older song. I love that song, but it talks about some of the like melancholy or like the sadness that you get where you kind of expect things to not go well. I shouldn't say she. This person is possibly feeling some of those same feelings in that song or had previously. It's like I'm trying to make sure this is real, right? I don't want to get my heart broken. And what connection am I dealing with? 6 of Wands. Oh, stop it. Oh, I'm so on board. Will you invite me to the wedding? It's like the most positive response I've ever gotten to that. So this is something that would be helpful for both of you. You support each other, but then you also have this Temperance card, which talks about being a good balance or a good match, and the happiest card in the deck, the Sun card, but also a reference to someone who is focused on enlightenment. So yes, I fully support this connection. Casey, make sure to let me know what your question is. It tends to be easier if you include it with the super chat, but it's your first time, so we don't have to be all judgy about it, right? And thank you, Holy Ghost. Let me know if you have a question, please. Hey, my name is Carmen. That's to Rouse or Russ or whatever. Sorry if I said it wrong. If I chase the neighbor thing I've got going on, should Casey chase the neighbor thing? I like that it's vague enough where I don't know if you have a flirtation or like a battle. But we will get your answer for you. No judging at all. All right, so I'm excited for you, Pagan. We're rooting for you. And thank you again to Funny for donating memberships. We've got Zubin up next. When will my business take off? When will Zubin's business take off, please? Ooh, I don't think you have very long to wait. We have the Ace of Wands, Hierophant in the reverse, 5 of Swords. This is kind of like a little bit negative, but there is somebody who does what you do, but not as well. And there seems to be some financial or management issues that cause a competitor of yours to not do as well. Meaning there are going to be people looking for what you do because someone else is no longer able to offer it. Let me write this down real quick. Did I get a question from Holy Ghost? I do not see one. Grind Hard says, is wifey Micah protected over me now? I got that for you, Grind Hard. And Moss is asking, should I trust G? I got you. Oops, I wrote it into that. Hold on. And anyone seen a question from Holy Ghost Oh, and how should I approach? I've got that added for you. Thank you, Moss. All right, so when will... So, Zubin, I do feel like this is going to be no longer than within 5 months, but probably more likely 5 weeks, because there's someone here who has had quite the trouble that would be a competitor or a block for you, and they're being removed. When will the twin flame approach? 7 of Cups. So this could be a reference to 7 months or July, but considering we're almost to January, that's almost the same thing. But I do feel like this is more summertime. There's a lot this person needs to be working towards, maybe on your side as well. But they have been procrastinating. They have not been doing what they need to. So it's delaying things. I wish you luck, Zubin, and abundance with regards to that business of yours. Hey, Rachel. It is, in fact, the personal questions time frame. And y'all, it's already at 45 minutes, so I probably have to cut off. No more personal questions because I got a schedule that I need to stick to today. So right now, I still have Zatz, Aqua Beauty, Casey. I don't know if we got a question from Holy Ghost, Grind Hard, and then Moss. That's awesome, Pagan. Yes, Zatz is correct. Hello, Harvey. Harvey, I'm going to ask that if you want to participate in the live chat, please stop commenting witchcraft on my videos. It's kind of rude, okay? All right. Zatz is asking, should I confess my feelings to Mr. DL? Not at this time. We have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. There's some frustration this person's dealing with. I feel like there is maybe financial or a problem with like interpersonal problem, maybe even a boss, family member. But there is, I would say, like this person's overwhelmed or frustrated, and it would maybe not be received as well as it should be. Yeah, they need to get through something first, otherwise it could be a little bit challenging. Is this person feeling the same way? They're too distracted right now. I don't know, are they even telling you what's going on? No, I feel like they're keeping a lot to themselves and it's causing a lot of stress and anxiety for them. So to be honest, right now, I think the better play is give this person space or be a little bit less accessible, because I do feel like they're struggling with telling you that they need that, or they would appreciate your ability to anticipate that. You can also say something like, hey, I've got a lot going on over the next couple of weeks, but just let me know if there's something that makes sense, right? But giving them kind of like a little bit of space right now is probably a better idea. And I would also just say, Zatz, if you ever would like to be a moderator, let me know, because I really do appreciate how you help in the live chat. Ooh, that sounds crazy. Hello, Lavisa. Oh, thank you. Did I say hello to Dana? All right, let's see. We've got Aqua Beauty up next. I sure do hope you're having a good weekend, Aqua Beauty. What is, let me get a different tarot deck because you know which one I like for you. What is going on with regards to Aqua Beauty's spiritual journey? What is the progress? How's she doing on that? Tower moment. Lots of change, transformation. It does feel like there's a distance happening between you and an individual that you expected to be closer to. There could be an argument or somebody who's just been kind of difficult. But this is helping you with regards to seeing what needs to be protected or what needs to be prioritized. You're coming through as the Magician. So you have everything that you need at this moment to do what you need to do. Very focused on the butterfly. Again, metamorphosis, change. But there's something here that you don't quite have the right directions. It's like, it's coming through kind of strange. It's like you have the directions on how to watch a movie on a VCR, but you're really holding a DVD. There's something here that needs to be amended or updated. And I feel like you'll get that information soon. So you're doing as well as you can with the information that you have, but you're about to get maybe another download. So meditation's important, and I feel like you already got a grasp on that. So things are moving, things are changing. We have the Three of Swords. I do feel like there's someone here who has made you feel kind of small, and I'm upset to hear that. This is someone who's unhealed, and that part of them that is unhealed is the part of them that is responsible for how they're interacting with you. Ooh, I don't know that I saw that. I got Moss, Holy Ghost, Casey. Oh, I did miss it. My apologies. Thank you for calling that out. Dana, I feel like it's always you, and I'm so sorry. Will the connection be stronger next year with Vaughn? And will I meet his kids in the new year? I'm so sorry I missed that. I've added that. All right, so congratulations to you, Aqua Beauty. You are making the best of a difficult era in your life. I'm rooting for you. But you got some more information or some download coming to you soon, so get ready. And then we've got Australia, Casey, not the Casey's gas station or pizza. Should Casey chase the neighbor thing? It's looking inadvisable because there's something else going on here or someone else. So I feel like this is somebody who's thinking about you and another person, likely an ex. We have the Six of Cups in the reverse. So this is like a bad habit this person can't shake. Now, is it possible that they just have an actual bad habit instead of another person? Sure. But then we have this Lover's card and the Fool in the reverse telling me, no, it's definitely they're still attached to an ex. Are they still enjoying the horizontal mambo? No. There've been no horizontal mamboing between these two, but maybe just still kind of like hung up on or wanting to see if things could work out with that person. Yeah, I mean, Peg and I do the private readings if you'd rather do that, but we'll figure it out. Go ahead. But I hope you're meaning like email, because it's hard for me to check the live chat in the first like 12 hours. Okay, so yeah, I feel like there's an emotional block here, so maybe it would work out in the future, but at this point, there's still some work that needs to happen. I do feel like the number 6 is really important, so it could be in 6 months, things are better, but there's somebody else that's in the way, you know? And for Grindhard, is Micah protected over me now? Yes, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, it does feel like there's a calm or like sense of security here. And we've got, sorry if you can hear my stomach growling. Should I trust G for Moss? Moss wants to know, should I trust G? It's looking like a no. There's something here that is not resolved and a tendency to walk away or like depart quickly, maybe even ghost. With the Six of Wands, I feel like there's something that G has already decided this has to be it. And if in order to get that thing that I want, I have to stop talking to you or I have to like throw you under the bus, they're willing to do that, which I don't like. And how should Moss approach it? Protect yourself, because this is somebody who might be very, I don't know if I should say very. This might be somebody who is a little bit self-interested or self-absorbed at this point. I don't feel like this would be one of those things where you felt like you got back what you put in. So this is saying boundaries at this point. Hermit in the reverse, and pay attention to your intuition because it's guiding you, I think, away from this person. And I hope you find somebody that is trustworthy in the near future. Did we ever get a question from Holy Ghost? I see you right there. Hey, Dark Lord, how are you doing? 6 months I'll be eating pizza in Florida. I like it. I hope that goes well for you. You have to tell me if you like it, you know. Ooh. Yeah, be cautious with that, Casey. Oh, well, I hope you learn as quickly as you are meant to. Don't rush it. It's fun. All right. So we've got Dana. Dana, I'm so sorry I didn't see it. Will you forgive me? Oh, man. I guess that's what I get for the early morning thing. All right. So we have, will the connection be stronger next year with Vaughn? Will the connection be stronger next year with Vaughn? No, I see Wheel of Fortune in the reverse and 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. There's some misfortune that happens that sours his mood, makes him more distant. We have the Magician, the 7 of Swords in the reverse, and the King of Cups. This could be why we have someone else coming your way. Because I feel like when you're trying to do everything you can in your power to make something else work, or possibly this connection with Vaughn, there's someone who's watching or somebody who's interested in you, and this is somebody who's honest, wondering if you're only ever going to be interested in Vaughn. So there's someone else out here. But I do feel like Vaughn has some struggles ahead. Will Dana meet his kids next year? No, we have the Lovers in the reverse. 10 of Swords in the reverse. I do feel like there's some anger with the kids. Anger perhaps at Vaughn or anger at you. I'm not really sure, but they're angry. Hanged Man in the reverse, King of Wands. I don't think they like Vaughn very much, or they're frustrated with him right now. So that could be a big part of it. It doesn't seem like they want to do what he would want them to do. Yes, it's true. Uh-oh. What did I do? Oh, you'll get better at it. I have faith in you. All right, I think I did do all the questions and I'm getting rather hungry, so I'm gonna sign off. I love you all. Thank you for being awesome, first of all, and patient. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for subscribing. I can't talk. And I'll see you in the next video.